Today we're printing temporary tattoos using the Uninet iColor 560. So I'm super excited for this because I've actually never tried any other type of paper other than the standard A and B paper for my white toner printer. I had previously made a video on my thoughts on a white toner printer, specifically the one that I use, the Uninet iColor 560. In it, I explained that I haven't really used many other types of papers other than the standard A and B paper. And Uninet saw that and sent me a bunch of papers to try. And in it was the temporary tattoo paper. Now, I think this is a fantastic idea. There's a bunch of different tattoos that my son wants, specifically of garbage trucks because he loves garbage trucks, that I haven't really been able to find. So being able to make my own custom tattoos is going to be fantastic. And I'm actually going to have some fun with this too because it's my mom's birthday as well. And I'm going to make myself a tattoo. I'm going to place it right here and it's going to have her name on it. She's going to hate it because she hates tattoos. And she hated when I got this one, which to this day I absolutely love. Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Got Young Link down here and my son's birthday in the Hylian text. I'm actually planning a few more. Thinking of getting 6 Pokeballs right here. All right, let's talk a little bit about the different types of papers that Uninet has for tattoos. So there's 2 different types of papers. There's the self-weeding and then there's the one that you just cut. So the one that you just cut, the basic tattoo paper, is the easiest to use. And the way that works is you have your A sheet and your B sheet. Now the difference between these two is pretty obvious. For the A sheet, it's got white in the front and in the back it's just got a bunch of text and it even says A sheet. So this is what you're going to print your tattoos on. Now the B sheet on one side is glossy and then on the other side it's just a regular carrier like the matte paper. When you look at this, it's pretty much like looking at transfer paper for adhesive vinyl. It looks and pretty much feels the same way, except the back is a bit silkier, but you can tell the difference. So this is actually not what I'm going to be using today. The reason is because it's not self-weeding. So with this, what you do is you print on this one and then you peel off the carrier from this, place it on top of this, and then you just cut out the tattoos and you apply it with a little bit of water and that's it. So what this will do is it'll actually leave the adhesive around the tattoo itself. Now, some people don't mind that, especially when it's smaller tattoos. And since they're temporary, you know, a lot of people don't really care. Now, the other one is the self-weeding paper. This is a bit different. It's actually very different. So the self-weeding paper is also going to have the A and B sheet. It's going to have the adhesive as well as the paper that you print on. Now the difference between these two is a bit harder to tell. And by the way, I'm really not sure which one's the A sheet and which one's the B sheet. I'm assuming the naming scheme is the same as all the others. So we're going to go with the B sheet being the adhesive and the A sheet being the one that you print on. So when it comes to these, we have the A sheet, which on the back, it looks a bit more matte. It's a bit more papery. And then in the front, it's a bit more silky, it's a bit smoother, it just looks nicer. It's a subtle difference, but you can definitely tell. So here, the side that we're gonna print on is gonna be the brighter side. Now when it comes to the adhesive, it's also got 2 separate sides, and then one of them has a bit rougher, kind of stickier feel to it, whereas the back is a bit smoother and it feels a bit more like paper. Ultimately, what you can end up doing is you can just scratch off a little bit of the side, or you can try to peel off a little bit of the corner. Whichever side gets wrinkled easier, that's the adhesive side. The adhesive side is actually a little bit darker than the backing of it. Right, so I'm gonna go ahead and just stick this in the printer. Now the video that I saw on Unit's website is actually pretty old. The software that they're using is super old. The interface just didn't look at all the same as the Pro Rip. So I'm kind of just gonna wing it. I'm gonna figure it out on my own. Most of the important bits I got from it pretty much all just looks the same, honestly. Pretty much look the same as just printing regular t-shirt transfers. The only difference is when you press it. So as it stands, I'm just gonna print it like I would a regular t-shirt transfer. So here we have our tattoos. Now we need to run it through the laminator. First, we gotta put our adhesive on it. So we're gonna line up our tattoos on the A sheet with the B sheet adhesive side down. So we're just gonna go ahead and feed it through without a carrier sheet or anything. What this is supposed to do is just get rid of any air bubbles when we press it. So I wasn't sure if we were supposed to pre-press the platen or not, but I did so just in case. So now we have our A and B sheet, the adhesive and the tattoo, ran through the laminator. Now we're gonna press it on the heat press, adhesive side up. And just like with the t-shirt A and B sheets, go ahead and fold the corner so we can pull it right after pressing. All right, so let's place that in the middle. Let's place our craft paper on top. And we're gonna press down 265 degrees for 40 seconds. 40 seconds are up. And you're supposed to peel immediately, peel hot. One continuous motion. Even pressure. Voila. So here you can actually see the impressions from the tattoos. You can see where the adhesive was removed. So this tells us that the adhesive is only on the tattoos themselves. So this is the tattoo that I'm getting for my mom's birthday. Has her name right across the middle. And I'm gonna go ahead and slap it on right here. So the first thing that we need to do before putting this on is we need to separate the clear film from the top, the carrier for the actual tattoo, from the backing. Now that's pretty easy. Just run your nail on the edge and it should start to come up. If it doesn't, just lay it down on a flat surface and try doing it that way. Now as you can see right here, you have the thin little flap. It's like a little film. The front of this, the front of the tattoo, the part that feels a bit sticky, is what's gonna go down. So as you can see, we have a thin little film right there, and all we're gonna do is just peel it off. Just make sure to peel it slowly so you don't rip the actual tattoo. Now let's go ahead and place the sticky side down. Put it right there. And let's apply our paper towel with a fair amount of water right on top and give it a nice little squeeze. Give it a little pressure, leave it on for about 1 minute, and then the little film on top is gonna dissolve. I literally just have it sitting there. All right, moment of truth. Ready for this? All right. This is awesome. If there's a little bit of excess adhesive on the side, don't worry about that. You can just wipe that off, or whenever you jump in the shower, it'll wash right off. Just give it a little pat to dry it. And there we have it. In a future video, I will be covering the Easy Tattoo paper. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that little bell notification so you don't miss out. Also, I have a ton of different types of papers that Uninet sent over, mainly hard surface papers, some magnets, stickers, vinyl decals. I have a bunch of different types of papers in here that I cannot wait to try. Make sure to stick around, especially if you use a white toner printer, because I have quite a bit of white toner printer content to make. Huge thank you to everyone for being here. Once again, I don't know if I said it earlier or not, but my name is Mario with Neko Prints, and catch you guys next time. Peace.